offense lining up for a first down play. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
On the run, it's Sampson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They won't let him in. He had a nose for the end zone, but he will be stopped short.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On the ground. He didn't get there. 4th and goal from the 1, and they are stuffed.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to throw, it's Ncaa25. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go. On first down, 2nd down coming up.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action exactly how you want to run it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And that's a live ball. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Running toward the tape. Touchdown Sooners! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
Man, great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bishop. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. It's first down from the 11. Movement here from the tight end. Used the play fake, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking for the score! And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa25. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
I think early in the game, you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable fourth down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to show them I'm willing to go for it on fourth down? I got a great opportunity right here.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown ball! He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes a handoff. It's Barnes. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. Can't hang on, it's incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. After the misfire now on second down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Moves away as he feels pressure. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And the Sooners are marching down the field. They'll try the run. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. A little screen to the running back. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Fires toward the end zone. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming after him. Dances away. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa25. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? He's looking to throw it. Dances away to buy time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep him away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Going for the big play. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Shoots it to the left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
On the play. And 1st down for the offense.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa25. Working the middle, it's complete. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch, and then it...
He's going for it all. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Volunteers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll take a deep shot here. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. And the Volunteers will boot it away to start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here lighting it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this.
And more yards after contact. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. He caught it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bishop. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to get it through the air. Right on his numbers on the slant. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the Vols with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking left. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Got his man on the right. At the 35, he's loose. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Vols are on the move. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCoy. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
3rd and goal for the offense. He wants to throw it again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And that one will put him up here in the second half. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Oklahoma, 14.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell they're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Complete to the right. Touchdown Sooner! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, This defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's got it down the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. Picked off.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
How good have they recruited in the secondary defensively, right? We've seen guys flying around with speed. They're breaking on the ball. They've got hands. Multiple interceptions in this game. They almost got another one right there.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive game, making your situation really good on the next down.
Got it behind the line. It's Anthony. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with him. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. That's caught. It's Thornton. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose. The snap to the young man, they'll fake it. The good news is it was complete. The bad news is not enough for the 1st down. Punt team headed out.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the 1st down, and the chains are moving.
The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Volunteers are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning, so you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit.
Oh, look out, the ball's free. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. A third and long coming up here. Scanning the field, it's Ncaa25. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, you're trying to break the tie. You've got this golden opportunity in the red zone here in the second half, but you've got to hold on to the football, and that's a play that is going to haunt him for a long time to come.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. And he breaks into the open. The 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They move on top here in the fourth.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Selvin. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball."
The receiver.
That's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
And they got him for the sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times.
And it's picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Skips away from pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Still looking. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. Because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Going to try to get it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's third down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on fourth.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Quarterback extends the play. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
What a great call on defense. Perfect coverage for what the offense had dialed up. They're able to get the pick, and now they set their offense up with an opportunity to drive the field and at least tie this one up.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Forced out of the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Sampson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Went up top on second down. That leaves them needing a yard here on third down. Using the quick game. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown ball!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
He's got it. They convert the two, and they take the lead here in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On the run, still looking. He's going to take off. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now.
Going to take a shot. And he reels it in inside the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
That's a first down for the offense.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. It's good. A powerful kick, never a doubt.